What is going on, Internet? Lou here, and this is the Redemption ROM 1.0.1 changelog update video. For those of you who may or may not know, I released Redemption ROM version 1.0, and with any version 1 release, there's going to be a handful of bugs. I didn't have this out to any testers in advance. I was just doing some testing on my own, and I missed a pretty annoying bug anyway. But before we get into that, if you want to head over to the Roots Wiki thread where Redemption ROM lives, in the second post, I reserved that for known issues and a to-do list. I'm also going to be including in that particular post a really great idea. I'm probably going to be shooting the first video for it later on today. It's going to be entitled From the Forums. It's a series that I'm going to be doing. I'm actually going to include it as a separate playlist on my YouTube page, so if you want to subscribe to that particular playlist, I think it's going to be a really interesting series, one that I'm pretty excited about, and one that directly involves you guys, and it involves you leaving feedback in my ROM thread. So if you want to see the series continue and grow, make sure to leave feedback in the ROM thread. It's vitally important. It's ways that all of you guys as users in the community can help one another, figuring certain things out and providing feedback, and and even helping me, making me aware of a lot of issues. That's how I was made aware of some of these. Some of you actually got me on Twitter and let me know certain things, so I appreciate you guys following me on Twitter, bringing me up to date on anything you've been running into as far as issues are with the ROM. And let's get into it. So let's go over to Roots Wiki. I'll include the link to my ROM thread in the video description below, along with all my social media contacts, my blog, which includes a lot of the written portions of my tutorials, as well as Facebook fan page, my Twitter, and the Roots Wiki forum thread that Redemption ROM lives on. So let's start going through these issues here. We've got super user crashes when trying to update the SU binary. I fixed that problem, so we're good to go on that. Here's the one that was most annoying, at least to me, is the MMS autocorrect wasn't functioning properly. It wasn't functioning at all. And I want to thank a developer by the name of Adrenaline who brought to my attention the fact that I couldn't use the AOSP keyboard with the retail dictionary. So I went and corrected that issue. Autocorrect is now fully functioning and up and running, ready to go. So thank you, Adrenaline, for bringing me up to speed there. Input selection icon would be displayed intermittently in your notification bar, specifically when you're using your browser. Really annoying. I fixed that issue. That's gone. Certain market applications are reporting that they're unsupported for the device. Also fixed that particular issue as well, so we're good to go there. And then I needed to remove the Japanese keyboard. Super annoying. I got rid of the Japanese keyboard, so that's all good. And one of the other things here, I don't want to call it really a bug because it's really not, but I'm going to be adding support for native tethering within the ROM, so that's on my to-do list. Also, I want to add the advanced power menu. I want to merge my code that I've put together to autocorrect the portrait landscape speed, and I'm also still working on a custom kernel that'll come out in a later version for Redemption ROM. It'll be a successor to the Defiant kernel, still in my Defiant series. Instead of version 1, this will be Defiant version 2. I'll have it specifically optimized for my Redemption ROM build, but it'll work on any 4.0.3 ROM. So that's it, guys. That's the changelog for Redemption ROM 1.0.1. I'm going to have 2 downloads available for this. For those of you who downloaded and still have version 1 installed, I'm going to have a bug fix patch. You can simply put this on the root of your SD card, boot into recovery, flash this patch just like you would in a ROM. It'll bring you up to date to the newest version 1.0.1, and it'll put all of those bug fixes into place, so you'll be good to go there. For those of you who have yet to flash the ROM, I'll have a full version with all these fixes in place so that you can just flash the ROM and take advantage of all the bug fixes. So that's it, guys. Again, see links below for the Roots Wiki forum thread that my ROM lives on, and until next time, we will see you guys later.